What I'm saying is, if you're gonna be the one to break your conditioning, you're gonna be the one that nobody likes. You're gonna be saying the things that people don't want to hear, because you gotta try and break your own conditioning. Now, mushrooms, magic mushrooms, help break your conditioning. That's what they're there for, to help break your preconditioned mind. It's easier to partake of a mushroom and have a trip than it is to try and do it yourself. And when you do it yourself, you end up, maybe like me, going mad for like 3 months at a time, and you've got no control over the levels of how mad you're going. Whereas you partake in a mushroom and that gives you a 4-hour trip, which helps to change your conditioning. Your perception is changed by the mushroom. It does that to you. So when I hear people talk about God, I switch off, because God is conditioning, and you've got to say, well then, what is God? Define God. What are you saying God is? Is Jehovah bloke, or Yahweh, or Allah? What is your God? Don't bother. I don't need to know. I'm more into the personal trip, that the mushroom gives. I don't need some reinforced religion. That's all the conditioning you want to break away from. So it seems crazy to then say, okay, Jesus was a magic mushroom, so let's take the Bible at face value, how we have for years, and say that no, Jesus wasn't a magic mushroom. It doesn't make sense to do the both, because the evidence and the proof that is in the Dead Sea Scrolls states that they were into magic mushrooms, and that they actually hid their truth, their secret about the magic mushroom within a story about a fictional character, and the name really isn't important because it's been changed over the years by different people. But it is important when people are saying Jesus was a man, because Jesus was a man creates a whole load of nonsense about wars and stuff over the name of this man, and he actually existed when he never did exist. You haven't got to be what this man was, because he didn't exist. But if you partake of the magic mushroom, you're actually partaking of what this man was. Not a man, but a mushroom. Now there's evidence and proof that that is the truth. Yet there's no evidence or proof of the existence of one special man that was more special than all the others. It's poppycock. If you have an hallucination when you're tripping, does it mean that that hallucination or vision, or you hear or you see stuff you wouldn't normally hear or see, sometimes known as a hallucination, other times known as a vision? If you have that, you're having that hallucination, not somebody else, you. So your perception which means your understanding of that vision, hallucination, is yours, not somebody else's. Is it the mushroom giving you that hallucination? Yes, it is the mushroom giving you that hallucination. But why you're having that hallucination has got something to do with your mind. Everybody's gonna have a hallucination that's different. And there's a lot of people that can have a hallucination that is the same. Like David with his hallucination of wings, that he had angel wings and he was going to be able to fly off the seafront wall until someone said, you better come down off of there, because they realised they couldn't see the wings that David could see and feel and fly. That was a hallucination, and it could have been dangerous, because if he'd have jumped, because many people have, could have broken limbs, could have killed himself. So what does that mean? Everything you see and hear when you're tripping is going to be different to what you see and hear and even think and feel when you're not tripping. That's called your perception. And you eat the mushroom, and that's when you think and feel and hear and see differently to what you'd normally be. No, you're the nightmare. Means understand. Understand you're the nightmare. It's no. As in, I am the nightmare. I must understand I am the nightmare. No, you're the nightmare.